We have now reached the pinnacle, the final installment, the last chapter of tonight's episode of Captain Controversy in the Revolution, where revolution is in the air, but you don't need to bring a gun.
And it's not nearly as dark as Ty would leave you to believe.
I'm Captain Controversy, and alongside me, he is my devil's advocate, the thorn in my side. I usually say that at the beginning of the show, but I didn't tonight for some reason. It's the friendly neighborhood fascist.
Woo! I'm here.
But he's not queer. Get used to it. Now, returning to Yahoo
Awkward.
Answers. Tell me, why do I miss kissing my ex?
I don't like my ex because she broke my heart and left me depressed because I really truly cared for her and loved her. But here and there, I still think about the memories we had and the good times that we shared together, such as our first kiss. It just felt so right, and I miss that, and I wish I could have that moment back, but at the same time, I don't, because she's my ex, and I am upset for her breaking my heart. Why do I feel this way? Why do I also feel that I may not have the same great feeling with another girlfriend I come across in the future? It just makes me upset thinking about such a good moment I lost and can't share with her ever again because of our breakup.
Oh, a kiss can feel good if you still love her. I guess that's why you miss it.
I don't know. I think it's just because he hasn't met anyone.
Yeah, there's that weird gap.
The weird gap where
you don't want to adjust
you're
to
caught
single
in,
life.
Yeah.
Andy, do you fear that if you were to ever go back into single life? You just don't think about it, and that's the best. But could you imagine? It'd be crazy, right? Going from where you're at right now to where I'm at? You wouldn't want that.
No. I mean, that'd be a pretty big shock to the system. That'd take a while to get used to.
I imagine. I don't even want to see it happen. I mean, once you've been with someone for like 2 years, at that point, you're just like, okay.
It just becomes a fact of life.
Yeah.
It
You've
just
invested so
is.
much time. You know each other too well. I mean, it's a little different if you've been with someone for a few months. It's like, oh, you broke up. Okay, just
that sucks. We're
go
so
warm
sorry.
up, find someone else, whatever. We didn't get adjusted.
I know someone that she'd been with her boyfriend for like 4 years, and they just, there's the last person you'd ever expect to break up, and then she, we were just talking, and she's like, yes, this guy I've been talking to. I'm like,
what?
Hold on. Is this a cheating story? She's like, no, we broke up last week.
And you're just talking already.
What?
You've been together for 4 years, and within a week, you're just moving on?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. What happened is that he moved away, and then the distance it wasn't working with the distance.
Yeah. Distance sucks.
Yeah, don't. That's my general advice to everyone. Is just distance sucks. It rarely works out, and I guess it's worth a shot sometimes, but don't bank on it.
So just hope that you and your girlfriend can get a career in the same place.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's something for you to discuss later. It's not even something I need to discuss. But what I do want to discuss is what's up with this guy. Help! From Donna. Help. I need somebody, I, 22 years old, met him, 25 years old, on Tinder on February 5th, 2014. We talked like all day, every day. Since that day, we saw each other twice, and he called me once or twice a week. Last weekend, he went out with his friends, and when I asked him if he was already at the club, he was the message and ignored me. He was the message and ignored me. Well, this is why. And after that, uploaded a picture with 2 girls, and ever since, he barely talks to me. Well, yeah, you didn't have sex. That's what it comes down to. He got bored. Like, really, he used to talk to me since he woke up until he went to sleep while he was working, etc. And now nothing. So I didn't send him a WhatsApp one day. WhatsApp. And he was like, oh, you forgot about me. And I replied, well, it's easy since you barely talked to me. And again saw the MSG and didn't say anything. Also, the second time I saw him, I told him I didn't need a man and that I despised them because of my ex. What's wrong with this guy? Nothing's wrong with him. He got bored. What's wrong with you? Get over it. Seriously. You talked for a little bit. Don't be such a dramatic bitch. Just move on.
I have to agree with you, mostly.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just because I don't have a lot of faith in the sort of like Tinder kind of, it's just a...
I've never heard of Tinder. What is it?
You put up really slim personal details, and then it just connects you with people in the area that are also using the app.
Nice. A hookup app.
Yeah, it's a cheap hookup app, and that's, I guess, if it was, if there was some effort that went into the relationship or something, that's one thing. But a cheap hookup that didn't work out. Oh God, the horror.
Yeah, I've decided that this is going to be the man who's going to make me pregnant, and I'll have his babies. Oh, now he's interested in another girl at the club. Well, he's using a hookup app, okay? That's how it works. You hook up, then you hook up again with someone else. Because, let's face it, donuts are good. But you don't want to spend your whole lifetime eating apple fritters. Sometimes you might want a glazed cinnamon donut. Or you might want something with jelly in the middle. You get my drift?
Yeah. I don't necessarily agree with that 100%, but it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Why can't guys hit girls back?
Well, we can't. Oh, why? That's a damn good question. I've been asking that question for years.
Like, if some ratchet hoe or that got all in my face, I'd be strange and not clock her, but the second she put her hands on me, I'm gonna hit back. Like, seriously, what's with all the double standards?
I know,
like,
right?
If a girl wants equal rights, they need to know that that's a two-way street.
Exactly.
Equal rights equals equal fights.
It does. I mean, come on. If you want to be treated, if you want to act like a man, expect to be treated like a man. I mean, as a guy, we shouldn't be allowed to just walk up and hit a bitch any old time we please. But if they initiate the contact, that's a fight. I mean, come on. Because if you just have a license to attack and we're not allowed to fight back, then what's stopping them?
I don't know, man. Common decency?
People are so afraid of that because of old traditions. But they're double standards. He's right. Completely.
Yeah.
Getting over rejection.
Follow up.
I posted the getting over rejection question a couple times a couple days ago. On a whim, I googled her name. I went to ask.fm profile and scrolled through the beginning. It said this: have you ever dated anyone? No. Only lame people have asked me out, so yeah. This honestly made a little piece of me die inside. Oh. Congratulations. I like this answer by Merryweather Security Consulting. Call me, and I'll have my mercenaries deal with that bitch. Okay, put that online.
Do you think that... I almost wonder if that guy just set up an account, calling himself a security firm just so he could...
Make
give out
comments
answers,
like
pass out answers like that, exactly.
This was 23 minutes ago. So
he's probably still online. We could find him.
This is going on right now. This guy's doing his thing. That's what we have to remember. Every time we go to these questions, these are very, very recent people who have just posted. So this is very current advice. We give out advice before others give answers.
I have one that's 4 days old. Not quite as fresh.
All right.
How do I know if he has moved on? I need help, please, fast. And again, it's 4 days later, so we probably missed the window.
Sure, he's moved on by now.
Yep. This guy and I have had a thing for about 2 weeks. He's been texting me nonstop, giving me hugs. We FaceTimed a couple times. He called me bae. He said I was pretty and a lot more.
Oh, how nice.
So anyways...
all the golden words that we know to use to get someone in their pants. But anyway.
So anyways, we only see each other once a week. And last week we only got to see each other for 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
And again, they've been a thing for 2 weeks. So that's twice that they've met.
Quickie in the closet.
Because he had to leave early. Well, that was Thursday. We were kind of flirting Thursday afternoon, but not too much. And then on Friday, he never messaged me, which is weird because he usually does, like, every day. He also posted on Instagram the picture with another girl. And they were at, like, a sports event with, like, friends, but he made it seem like he liked her. So today I decided I would message him since we hadn't spoken. Well, normally when we talk, he uses smiley faces, and he didn't this time.
Oh, no.
He wasn't giving
the emoticons.
He wasn't giving
Where
short
are
answers.
the emoticons?
He wasn't giving short answers, really, but it wasn't the same. I mean, I'm trying to see if he still likes me or moved on. Also, what are ways I can steal him back easily?
He's moved on. Either that or he wants a 2-for-1.
By the way, I know he had a busy weekend,
But
so that may be part of it.
stupid enough that he posts himself out with girls on social media thinking, oh, yeah, I could... How do you cheat in this day and age and use social media?
You don't.
It just doesn't happen. Social media is making adultery impossible, and I, for one, don't really have any feelings on this.
It's just weeding out the idiots. Oh, look what you did. Look what you did.
Sorry about that.
You broke it.
I dropped it. I've been a bad, bad boy. Mama's gonna worry. I've been a bad, bad boy. There's no use saying sorry. It's something that I enjoy.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually kind of is.
Alright. How to let a guy know that you like him, but not in that of an obvious way. Well, why don't you make it obvious so he has no excuse? How about you stop playing games? How about that? How about I don't even read the rest? Oh, I want him to know I like him, but not in a desperate way, and I'm a little too shy to flirt. Well, You know what? I can never tell when someone likes me. Just play with your hair a lot. I know that's a sign. Play with your hair when you talk to him. But then again, it doesn't always work, okay? Because I knew a girl that I went to school with who, and this is not the person that I used to talk about all the time. This is a different person who would always play with her hair when talking to me. But she's in a very happy, stable relationship. She's not into anybody else. She does it. She plays with her hair when talking to everybody, but she's not into everyone, you know?
Yeah.
But it's supposedly a sign. So nothing is completely consistent.
Yeah. I mean, in general, just don't beat around the bush. Just friggin' go for it.
Yeah. Another double standard I hate. Guys always have to be the ones to do the asking out. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna die a virgin. Yeah. Next question, please.
How far along in a twin pregnancy is it okay to still pole dance?
You know what? I say do it until you pop. Because pregnancy... So, pole dance. Maybe you could even induce labor that way if you know, or if you really want to let it out.
Someone had a real answer.
Look at these. They're YouTube links. Click on the 8 months one, please.
What?
Just please do this for me.
They're doing it to a Norah Jones song, but they misspelled Norah Jones.
She has a 4-month and a 6-month as well, but... Now you can see... Vina last pole dance, Norah Jones, spelling Jones wrong, and we've got an 8-month pregnant woman, although you can barely tell because it's not a close-up at all. She's 8 months pregnant doing a pole dance. So, if that answers your question,
It really happens.
You don't have to stop. I will be watching that in its entirety later tonight. But anyway, did we have more to say on this?
No.
We don't have to read it all.
So she asks, and then people have all these negative responses, and they're just like, "Oh, wow, what are you, some sort of stripper?" And then the quote unquote best answer says, "Oh, stop giving her negative answers. Here's the facts about it." And lays out all the facts. And the askers, that got best answer. She gave 5 stars, and her response was, "I am a whore. Thank you for your answer." After all that, you're not a whore. We believe in you. She's like, I am a whore.
I'm a pregnant whore, and I still want to pole dance with a baby inside me and be on camera, so then they can grow up and be like, "Oh yeah, when I was inside my mom, she was pole dancing for everyone on YouTube to see. Oh, wonderful." See, I don't think about that stuff when I watch these videos.
What do you think of? Should I ask? No, never mind.
Okay. Moving right along. And I haven't had that much to drink, mind you, compared to our last show. I'm just feeling really goofy, as usual. Boyfriend going away to camp the whole summer. So basically my boyfriend just got offered a job working at a summer camp which he has grown up at. This is basically his dream job. Oh, really? He'll be on staff working with 49 other 16 and 17-year-olds for the whole summer, with no phones or computers allowed. He's so excited already, and he's talking to a lot of the girls that'll be working there already. Oh my god, that's hot. He's told me before that
Wow. Okay.
Then, last week, he started deleting all the pictures of us together off of his Facebook page as he started adding people from camp. Then he suggested that maybe we should take a break over the summer. Not for him to hook up, but just because we'll be apart. I don't know what to think. He's breaking up with you.
Yeah, no, that's totally...
He wants to hook up. So he doesn't want to miss out on the fun. He deleted the pictures. It's over.
It's over. It's over.
I mean, I don't blame him, but because when you're young, that's just how it works. But shit, I wish I could have hooked up with back in high school. My window of opportunity for having sex with high schoolers is pretty much gone at this point.
You're supposed to be attracted to people your age.
I'm more attracted to college people, but I've still got that bit of a high school fantasy, that whole prom night. Dress on the floor.
Cheap motel room. Cockroaches hiding in the corners.
See, I was thinking more like American Pie. Oh, Stifler's got a lake house. Go to this party. But no, that's not how it works. It's not how parties work. I read a Crack.com article about all the lies about parties.
Lies.
So, but yeah, he wants to hook up. He's probably got a bunch of condoms packed. It's just, there's going to be so many people, and all the counselors are going to be hooking up when the kids aren't watching.
Oh, of course.
And then by day, they still have to be professional. That's the funny part. You got to be all professional, little kids. But then it's like, oh, now we can go hook up. It's like, where do you get the chance? Because, I mean, I went to a camp once. It wasn't like a summer-long thing, but I spent a few days at this camp. And what happened was they separated the boys from the girls, and you stay in a cabin, and the counselors sleep in the cabins too. So there was no hooking up. There was no...
The counselors were in with the kids.
Yeah. So is this not an overnight camp? Is this just like a day camp somewhere? You do all your hookups in between sessions, because there are those off days when there are no kids there. In between sessions... and you're still doing other things or whatever, I'm guessing then, you can stay in the cabins. And, of course, this is a Christian-based camp, so in theory, these counselors should have been pure and all that shit, but I'm sure there were some hookups. I saw one of my counselors flirting with a hot female counselor. I was going through puberty at this point, so I was starting to recognize the hotness of women, and it was cool. He was more interested in her than us, and you know what? I don't blame him. She was hot. I wanted to fuck her, but she would have gone to jail. So,
So, yeah, don't do that.
She would have gone to jail. And at this point, she's probably like 30. As weird as that thought is. That is a very weird thought. Okay, go ahead. Your next question.
Why do I still feel down on myself? Bad relationship.
Because you were an ass? I don't know.
Because he can't spell. I want to make this clear. In this entire thing, he uses no, which I think
punctuation.
It's supposed to be like the KNOW, not once, but just substitutes it for NO every single time. Every single time. So, with that in mind, I'm angry and sad and mad. It was only a 3-month relationship, and I know it's not long enough to know anything about a person. She was the one who wanted to be exclusive, and she was the one who said she was falling in love with me and needed me so much. Well, about 10 days ago, I found out she was cheating. For how long, I don't know. She wouldn't even talk to me when I walked up to them sunbathing by the pool. So I just told her, don't bother calling me again. So why the heck am I feeling like the douchebag? I didn't even get the I'm sorry or I'm with someone else text, It makes me feel like, wow, I'm that bad of a man. I want to call her so bad because I never got to be mad at her. Why do I feel this way?
I just had a funny thought.
What?
If I were a professional radio host, I would not be allowed to drink beer in the middle of my show like this. Unless I was completely freelance.
Yeah.
And, okay.
His girlfriend was cheating on him. They broke up really fast.
So you shouldn't feel bad.
Yeah, well,
she's a cheater.
It's not that he still wants to be angry.
You should.
I never got to be mad at her. Why do I feel this way?
Maybe you're just not an angry guy. And this is the last straw that's going to eventually break the camel's back, and the next person who even pisses you off in the slightest is going to get all of it.
I think it was over so fast he didn't have time to really let everything
You weren't in a serious enough relationship for the cheating to be a big deal, but you still feel like you were wronged and disrespected, yet you didn't care about her that much? And she didn't care about you that much. You just wish you would have broken up in the proper manner. You feel like protocol wasn't followed and you were disrespected, but because you didn't really love her, you can't get too mad about it. So it's a matter of pride.
I think he has a lot of emotions bottled up that he now doesn't have an outlet for, and he's just sort of
this is just another
stuck
one of
with
them.
him.
I think both of our answers make sense for this because they weren't together that long.
Check.
Having girl problems? I feel bad for you, son. I'm a 12-year-old guy. I'm insanely in love with a girl my age. She feels the same about me. But am I too young for this type of relationship? Yes, you are. And yes, I just read this from Andy's computer because I didn't have one and I liked it.
Okay.
But anyway, your thoughts?
I just get a kick out of 12-year-olds going, I am so in love. Because, I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I probably went through that phase, but I don't remember anyone specific. I'm not like...
I remember the name of every single person I've ever had a crush on.
I don't. I'm not like, when I was 12, I had a very big thing for Jennifer. But when I moved up to 6th grade, that was when I realized that I was really secretly in love with Caitlin.
Some of my crushes I'm ashamed of. Some of mine, I'm like, whatever. And some of them, I would do it all over again.
You're proud.
It all depends. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you're just... Okay.
You want me to read this one?
Go for it,
yeah.
man.
I had another one, too, that I was ready for, but I really like this one. I'm a 22-year-old virgin. Feel like I'm letting my family down and myself down. What, because you haven't had sex? So I'm a 22-year-old guy who's a virgin, never had a real relationship, and to be honest, I feel ashamed of myself. Okay, well, you know what? I'm a 21. I'm not even going to read the rest of it.
Because it reminds you too much of yourself?
I'm just going to talk to him for a minute.
Too close to home.
No, I'm just going to tell him, we'll be okay. Every day that you're a virgin is another day that you don't have to worry about a woman calling you and saying that she's pregnant and she's after your money. No child support for you. Just keep on keeping on. Does it suck? Yeah. Buy some toys. Watch porn. It's what I do. It helps. Trust me. You will have those moments where your blood will be tingling and you'll, get up and you'll just have to unleash. But it's better to do that to yourself than to a victim. Does it kind of suck that you're a virgin and that technically everyone in the world could say no to you and it'd be against the law for you to, choose one person and force them? Yeah, but the odds of that happening are slim to none. I mean, if you ask every single female on the planet to have sex with you, you'll get at least one person to have sex with you. So, I mean, if you really get desperate, that's all you have to do. I'm not at that point yet. You could also pay a prostitute. It's legal in Nevada. I'm not at that point yet, but maybe when I'm 22 I will be. I don't know. Andy?
I don't...
You went all the way to...
This is your arena.
You went all the way to the age of 20, though. That's pretty close.
Okay.
You can still say something. How did you feel about it? You didn't care, did you?
What?
That you were a virgin. It didn't bother you the way it bothers him.
No. I think he's saying not only is he a virgin, he also has never had a real relationship.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah, I have.
It becomes pent-up frustration, I'll tell you this. You get to the point where you will just look at random people and be like, what would happen if I were to just kiss them out of the blue? What would they do to me? I need physical contact. I want to touch this person who's sitting right next to me and just smother them. But you can't do it. You gotta have self-control. Isn't that right, Andy?
Yeah.
One more question. What's a good song to dedicate to a guy with a broken heart? So there's this guy I really like, and he just had his heart broken. So I want to dedicate him a song to show I care about him and that things will be okay, and etc. Well, two things. One, just about any country song will do. And two, you're going to make him think that you have feelings for him when you're just trying to be a friend. You're going to make the situation worse. Be careful about that. Because he'll think you want him. Andy?
I wasn't even thinking that. I was just trying to think of songs.
Country.
Country?
Country is all about heartbreak and depression. Now, if you want a happy, uplifting song, then perhaps Remedy by Jason Mraz. I Won't Worry My Life Away. I mean, it's more of a post 9/11 song of inspiration, but it's a pickup song for me. We got 1 minute left, and it feels good to be back on the air, even though things were a little slow at times, and especially with the 15-minute intervals between parts. That was 45 minutes of time not on air.
Yeah.
We started this at 10:30.
That could have been a whole extra part
and a half. Shit, we'd be done. We'd be on part 6 at this point. That's
scary.
So I'm gonna have to reassess my Spreaker situation. I mean, I'm hardly ever on the air anymore. Let's be real. But did you have fun tonight?
Oh, absolutely.
That's good. I wish I could say the same.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Although I'm done for tonight, let me promise you that even though I may be gone for a while again, at some point I'm going to turn up. You have not heard the last of me. Good night.